The earliest memory that I have of getting into vehicles is when my pops pulled up in a '95 Mustang up to my school. Little first grade Edgar looking at what I know now is a deep forest green Mustang. I always knew my pops had he had an interest in vehicles, he had an interest in cars, sports coupes, things like that. He lied to my mom and told her that, hey, this vehicle has a lot of trunk space. Hey, this vehicle is reliable in snow. We came to find out that is not true. My name is Edgar, and I drive a 2004 Volkswagen Golf R32. So what sparked my interest into cars is when I picked up my first 3 Series E46. At that time, too, my buddy Andy, who I had just met prior during work, he had a B6 Imola S4. So throughout that time, we actually ended up building our cars together. So he would do his exhaust, I would do my exhaust, he would do his intake, I'd do my intake. So it'd be like little things building up to when I would get my real first set of wheels, which would be some 19-inch niches. I had an interest in hot hatches because he originally had a 2002 Volkswagen GTI 337. So I always loved how he had that built out. He had some 19-inch BBSs, he had big brake kits. It was just a really nice vehicle that he had. Eventually I just started looking on Facebook Marketplace, just seeing what I could find, and I spotted this one that was in Florida. Within a week, I booked a plane ticket down to Florida. He picked me up from the airport, took me to his house. In the vehicle, the car ride was a little awkward because his dad was a guy from California, so he was from the West Coast. He had the classic, hey dude, he was the surfer guy talking to me, making conversation. I ended up taking the 20th home. Best 22-hour drive of my life. Man. When I got it back home, started doing my own little things throughout time. Andy was helping me still with a lot of it. We were still modifying our cars, still doing that back and forth. He would do one thing, I would do one thing. I added a roof rack, he added some new wheels. The way that the R32 came into scene was I was at one of the bars that I used to frequent the most. One of my buddies there was sitting there and we got to talking, and he had mentioned that he had a deep blue pearl Golf R32 and he was looking at possibly selling it. Went and took a drive the next day and I knew it was the perfect one. I knew right away that the R32 dream was going to become a reality. Same thing there. Within a week, went to the bank, got me a little loan, paid him off, sold the E46, and now I had my 20th for a little bit and an R32. I had to eventually get rid of the Imola GTI. That one was definitely hard to get rid of. And that's when I discovered Equal. So meeting Equal definitely drove my passion for cars into a whole nother dimension. Like, these were guys that were very serious about their builds, but at the same time, the family environment, the family vibe that was within all these guys just felt really comforting. That's when I started bringing the R32 down for like every other weekend to come hang out, to attend shows with them, to just kind of chill, hang out. Many memories were made in the last 3 years that I've hung out with them. People always ask me, why are you so upbeat, dude? Why are you always so positive? Like, what is with you in that energy? It's because some people don't get the chance to live and spread that joy. About 1.5 years ago now, Equal, us, we lost 2 important members of the team, Obed and Brett. It was due to self-infliction. That to us was a heavy blow, simply for the fact because of the personality that they brought, the joy that they spread, just everything about them. everything is missed about them. Anytime the family brings out one of their vehicles, whether it be Brett's 85 Celica GTS or Obed's S2K, it's always an emotional moment because it's not just a piece of machinery that gets you from point A to point B. It's something that they literally put their blood, sweat, and tears into, something that they were passionate about. So it's always a tough moment, but we continue to live on. We continue to spread that joy. We continue to essentially be happy if we can, because they didn't get to. So if there's anything that I want anyone that is watching this to take with them, is make sure your loved ones are okay. Make sure your friends are okay. Enjoy every moment, every party, every car show that you're with them. Make sure to enjoy it with them, because you just never know when you might lose them. You never know when it might be the last moment that you'll really get to spend that time with them again. So just make sure. So as Brett would put it, it's Modelo time, fool. Thank you.